Hey guys, welcome to another video, and today we're going to be making a tank. And this is going to be a while, and my phone is going to be filled up, and it's not going to work anymore. So first, and what is that thing? Ew, what is this? So whoppy. Arrow. It's finally working. So now you need to go in a space like this, and now you needed to do that. Just make sure it's like in the mid like thing. And now we're going to add about 4 poles, I guess. Didn't count it. Okay, now you need titanium since that it's a smooth tank. I know that you needed yeah. So first you need to set your skill to 7 and then forward it 2 times. And I think you can just do one there. Yeah, that works. And you know what, just forward it another time like that. See, it's so nice. Now you needed to add a block on top. Oh, if it's like that, just go to your move and just hit the plus button. You just go to move and then you just press like the move once, and then you just need to press it until it became 1 again. You know, just need to fill in the gap. Now if it's like that, it looks like a tiny shoe. You now need to forward it 1, 2 there. Now for the 1, 2 time. Yeah, now you needed to up it by 1 and forward this one as well. Now you needed to now I need to set your rotation to 15 and put it set your move to 0.5. Press the tilt button 1 time, and now you needed to make sure that this curve like this on side hits this like perfecto. And now you needed to like down it until like it now it's the perfect smooth curve. And now you need to set your scale to 2 and then do this like that. Now set your scale again to 0, and now you're just gonna need to do that. And now since you done that, you now need to place another block there underneath. You now need to up it a bit like that. And now need to set your scale to, oh no. Anyway, sound is gone, sorry about that. So now what I'm talking about is you need to fill the gap inside there. Now set your scale to 1 and then do that. And now you now have another gap there, which is just go press the ramp, scale the ramp, and now you needed to down it by on the scale of 1 there, you can see that. And now you now have this cute thingy-majig. I call it thingy-majig. So now you're going to need to put a what is it again? You now need to put that on each block. Trust me. There, now you need to scale it down on scale number 1. And now you're gonna you're gonna have this. You now have that. And now you know what? No, this is wrong. You now just needed to place 1 block. Oh, move that. And now you needed to scale there. Now it's just copy this 964 on the side, Now you're going to, you basically needed a tool called the screwdriver, a paint tool, and a control tool. And now you're going to need titanium again. And now you're going to set your move to 1. Now going to set your rotation to 9. Now you're going to make sure that there, add that there, add that over there as well. Basically add everything. Oh wait, so it just moved to 15. Hold on. Okay, now set it to 15. There. Now all of the sides have a block on it. It's really important. Now you needed to set your scale to 2, and then you need to up it by once, and then like do that. Do that on every single side. I hope this gets an actual good amount of views. I mean, this video is going to be big, and yeah, I hope it's big. I like kind of get popular, and then I could have a nice YouTube channel. Now you need to set your scale to 7, and now you need to do that. Do here. Do the same thing on all of the sides. And now I don't want to need. I need nothing, I guess. Now do that. Do that. That. And that. On a scale of 7. The scale number 7. And now you're going to need. I'm going to set your scale to 5. And now going to do that on all of the sides. Now you may be thinking, why does this thing look so weird? Well, you may think it's weird, but no. In like a few minutes, it's just gonna be like heaven. Okay, now you need to set your scale to 2, and then do that on all of the sides. I might probably make this as my very own tank. This is my 3rd time making a tank, but this time it's just for a video. Yeah. So now you're going to get the rotation and make sure you place it on the side. Now you need to like make sure that if you didn't understand that, you just need to make sure that that thing is just the same as what you're building right now. Okay, now you needed to, hold on, let me just copy that. Now you can just do that on all of the sides freely. And let's see. Sorry about the background noise. Good thing that they paused it in time. And they paused it again. Sorry about that. Now since that you've done the back, now you need to do that. Just use the tilt once on the front. Now I need to copy everything there. Just make sure that all of them have this kind of side thingy. Okay, now oh, that diaper was not meant for me. It's for my cousin that is 5 years old. To the people that think that I wear a diaper, disrespect. Okay, now anyway, you just need to do this. Make sure that this hits the side perfectly. Now do that. There. As you can see, I hit it. Bam. See, look at that. Now I need to do the same on all of the sides of the tank truck. This video is gonna be longer than I thought. If this thing is actually shorter, I'll just be surprised. Now we just need to hit the side. There. Make sure this side. Kind of a struggle. Bobby, bobby. Okay, now we now have one completed side, and now you need to do this side as well. Oh no, this video is now 1 gigabyte long. Good thing that I'm gonna upload it to YouTube and then remove it instantly. Because if I didn't remove it, I guess it would be more struggle because my phone's gonna be more slower. Oh, I accidentally did that way too sooner. That's okay, doesn't matter. Now you're going to need that and that. Just need this on all the sides. The reason I'm doing this it's because I have Robux and I'm happy to do this stuff. Oh no. Sorry about the background noise again. Now oh my god, there's so many sides. So we're going to do that. Now I need to make sure that it hits the side. And there. Now do the same thing here. Oh my god, this is a pain. It's more of a pain than I thought. Good thing this thing is just gonna be like 20 minutes long. I accidentally did that way too sooner again. And now you're going to need that and that. No, just set your scale to 1 and then do that. See, it's way more cleaner than what I did there. Now, set your scale back to 0. And now you're going to... I can't believe how skillful I am. I don't know. Don't know that's how pro I am. Oh no, I did it. Wait, with Junior again. Oh no. When will I do my face reveal? You can ask in the comments, but I know that nobody will answer. Anyway, let's see. Okay, now every side has now been finished. Finally, set your scale to 1. Do that. And as you can see, you now have this. It's a very nice edge. Okay, oh my god, that took a while. Oh my god, that took a flip and wow. Wow. Oh, I forgot about this side. There. Okay, now this is the important part. Now I'm gonna set your move to 2. And you start from the back. There, I call this the back. 1, 2, 3. There. That's perfect. Make sure you copy that. Now you need to set, what's that? Now you need to set your scale to 1. I mean, set your scale to 0. Make sure that there's a gap there. And I think my friend... Oh, hold on guys, let me talk to him. Okay, now since I talked to my friend that I'm saying that I made a video, he said, okay, and now he left. Now you need to set your scale to 2 and then, yeah. Set your scale to 2. Wait, I forgot. Front 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that works. Now, uh, now set your scale to 0.5 and make sure that it has that kind of noise edge, like that. And now set your scale to 2. There you go. Oh my god, the thing wait looks too ticky majig. Now that looks better. Now, okay, this, now the important part. What is that? Oh, Discord. Oh, no, no. Anyway, now, I'm gonna set your move to 0.5 and then do that. Now there's gonna be a pain in the ass again. No. Okay, now, let me just do some testing. Okay, so I need to do this. You need to rotate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And now you needed to, there, you need to press the tilt once and do that. Now you need to do this part. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh no, I did it way too sooner. I'm going to repeat the word again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Now that's 4. That's 13. Now I needed to press tilt once and then there. You now have a curved edge. Now I needed to do one at the front and the middle, like I need to do that. Like rotate it like that. I need to do the same thing here on the back. Now I need to do the same thing, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now you needed to do that. Make sure that it has like a 0.2 edge right there. You don't need to like calculate it like like that. Now you need to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I need to do the same thing there. Now you needed to like add a curve. Or it would look ugly there. Now you needed to add a, okay, you needed to, okay, make sure that you place it in the middle. Now you need to rotate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. And now press tilt 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Now I think you need to do the same thing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Rotate. And now you need to press the tilt one time. As you can see, you have a monstrosity. Now you gotta set your scale to 0.5. You flatten down all of them. If not, you will get flattened. I'm joking. Don't hurt me, please, please, please. Oh, this video is gonna be longer than I thought. The size of my video is already 151 gig. Okay, now everything is now flattened. Now already looks good for some odd reason. Now I'm gonna set your scale to 0, and now you need to make sure that it hits the edge again, and make sure it hits the edge again. Now I need to do the same thing here. This time this one's more easy. Oh wait, here's a trick. Make sure that the, like, here on the bottom, I mean on the end side, make sure that it hits the edge. Now you need to do the same thing on all of here. Make sure you do that. I think I'm getting an oopsie. There. Now I need to make the middle look a bit thick to like make it too much. Okay, now you now needed to set your scale to 0.5 and then do that. do that. Do the same thing on the like middle. See? A curve. Look at that. A nice curve. Ew, that looks ugly. Oh, I didn't notice that. The good thing I noticed. Let's fix that a bit. Now I need to scale. Okay, now, sorry for being silent. Oh my god, that looks way cleaner than I thought it would be. Now I need to do the same thing here. Oh my god, there's gonna be a hassle than I thought. Do the same thing on all here. Scale it on the inside so that it doesn't look, or doesn't feel like it's like weird side. Now there. Now I need to set your scale to 0.5 and do that by 1 time and do the other one on 1 time. Now you need to set your scale to 0. Make sure you do hit the edge. And yeah. Now I need to do that. 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 And that. This is awesome. This is way more harder than I thought. This is way more harder than I thought. This is way more harder than I thought. And there. Now you have a curvage here and there. This is a pain. This is a pain. This is a pain. Okay, now I need to do that. Make sure you hit the edge. Then sexy edge. Do the same thing on all of the sides. And do the same thing on all of the sides. Of the sides. Of the sides, guys. On the sides. Woo! Yoo-hoo! All the sides. Okay, now you have that. Now you're going to set your move to 1 and set your rotation to 9. There. Now you have that. Now you need to do now I need to set your scale to 2 and then make it as long as you like. And oh my god, that looks epic. That looks way more sexier than I thought. Oh, and now you need to set your rotation to 45 and now you need to set your move to 0.5. Press the tilt once and now you're now you need to set your scale to 0. Now make sure that there. I hope a lot of people watch this vid because this thing is infuriating to do. This is more angry. I was confident at building it at first, and now I'm basically frustrated because I just want this thing done already. Oh, stop it, sister. Okay, now you have a curved edge in the back. Now make sure that There. You now have that. All of the things are curved. Okay, make sure you save. If you don't save, basically you're done for, man. Now you have that. Okay, now this is the design part. Well, everything's a design. Okay, now you need to, since that it's on 0.5 move, now you need to set your scale to 0.5 as well and then flatten it. Make sure you do it on here as well. There, do that. Do the same thing on here. Yeah, do the same thing on there. There. That looks 10 times better. Oh yeah. Now I need you to set your scale to 15 and to 15. Yeah, 15. Now you needed to set your move to 1. And now you needed to press the tilt by once and all. Set your scale to 0. Flatten it. That. Now you need to do that. Now you need to set your scale to 0.5. There. And there. As you can see, you now have a, look like a hover tank. This is a pain in the asshole to do. I'm not doing any part of it. Look at me. Since that I have Robux, I should still continue and never quit. And after this, I think I'll probably sleep because of the stress I'm having right now. Anyway, you now need to make match rotation to check. Press it. Now I needed to. Hold on, let me just take a break. Okay, now we rest for a few seconds. I just paused the vid just so that you guys can get bored. Anyway, now you guys need a material called metal, and now you needed yeah, you needed, and yes, okay, do that, press check, 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 and check. Yeah, now you basically have tiny leg. Now you need to set your skill to 0.5. You now need to do that, and do that. You now need to do the same thing on all of the sides. I mean all of the tracks. Tracks are annoying part, but the really good part is really because it's really look like menace. I hope that I actually get a reward by doing this. This thing is a pain. This thing is a pain. A pain to do. A pain to do. I'm getting tired. Okay, the final side. Hoo 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 hoo. Ho 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 ho. Okay, now you did all that. Now you needed to still set your skill to 0.5. Make sure you do that on all the sides. Yeah, make sure that it has an edge on it. I need to do the same thing on here. There. This thing's a hassle. Oh my god, it's now 30 minutes. This thing is not the size of 3 gig. Oh no. 3 gig, guys. 3 gig. Whoa, 3 gigabytes. Oh no. Oh no. No, that's bad. That's bad. Oh no. This is the longest video I ever did. Hope this thing blows up. This is so long. Hope that all of this time is worth it, because this thing is almost an hour. It's been 30 minutes, man. Now, what I do in this 30 minutes basically actually have fun, but what I'm building is what I'm already built. What I'm building is what I'm already built. That's the problem. I'm getting infuriated. Well, if I don't have a tank, I think I would be happy. But okay, that's finally done. Look at my FPS right now. Look how slow I can walk, man. Set your skill to 2. There, you now need to go back by 1 on all of the sides. Oh yeah, we're gonna make everything work after this. Oh no, I'm wishing this thing blows up. There, now you have all that. And finally, you can now remove rotation. Press all that. Make sure it's on the middle. Oh. Even the game saying that, are you okay? I mean, I know some people that waste 3 months of their lives making like so good like builds. Anyways, now set your skill to 0, and now you need to make sure that everything hits the edge again. Woohoo, guys, the edge! Woohoo, the edge, guys! Who is happy to see the edge? No. No. Nobody. It's a pain. Okay, now you need to do all of that on all of the sides. Make sure you save. If you didn't save it, then you're gonna cry like me as well. I'm having a pain. My mind's slowly getting burned from the things I'm doing. Well, I guess I'm going to build a lot of builds so that I could get paid Redex again. That must be probably why I'm doing this. No, I'm not doing it. I'm here full of views. Hope this thing blows up. 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 Because if this thing doesn't blow up, I'm gonna blow up as well. Oh yeah. Next video, I'm going to make a robot. But before I reveal a robot, before I make a robot, I'm going to sleep. Man, I wish that I drank a few coffee beans before I even started this build. First of all, why am I doing this? I don't know why. I don't even know if people can hear me at this point. I think they're bored as well. This thing's not just 30 minutes long. Oh my god, it's almost 40 minutes. If this thing reaches an hour, I would be mad. Like, I would be mad. Oh yeah, I just saw a video that is like a tank that is better than me, and it's only like 11 minutes long. I never pressed it or anything, but for some reason it's like that, and I don't know why. Oh please Lord, be done, because I just wanna take rest and watch YouTube. Okay, finally everything now I say thing on them. Just want this thing done and done forever. Oh yeah, you can, after this, just just press, just you can just search on YouTube how to duplicate invisible cannons on tanks, because I don't want to do that right now. It's way too long. It's a hassle to. Okay, now you finally did all the sides. Oh my god, that took a while. All of this progress made in just 36 minutes, man. I hope many people made it in here. Congrats if you made it. Okay, should I add neons? Nah, nah, you guys can add it yourselves. I don't care. I don't wanna do any more designs. I'm now getting infuriated and just wanting to quit already. But I'm doing this. It's because of you guys. It's because that I want you guys to be happy from from the builds I'm doing. I think my phone is crying as well. It's saying, Master, please stop. I'm already filled. No, we're doing this for the views, man. Dun, 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 dun. I get this goosebumps every time. Every time I build, I get frustrated and quit. After a while, I do it again. After a while again, I get mad and quit again. What am I singing? It's pure cringe. It's pure cringe. What I'm singing is pure cringe. I get these goosebumps every time of building micro block builds, and it's very infuriating to redo all my stuff. This is called the tank. It's very good. It's sexier than all of your builds combined. Okay, now I need to press the paint there. You can paint it whenever you want. I don't care. Okay, and the reason why I'm saying that I don't care is because this is a pain to do. Finally, it already looked like a proper tank. I need to save it. Save it. Okay. Oh my god. Good thing I took a bath so that I could have more energy if I'm doing this right now. Let's look at our FPS right now. My FPS is now 9. See, my FPS is now 9, guys. You now need to subscribe so my FPS can be back to 21. Why am I saying that? Anyway, remember, guys, you only needed to search on YouTube how to duplicate cannons. Like this, what I'm talking about. See, to spam the cannons like so much, and then you need to make them invisible. But but you needed to make the cannons invisible on the waterfall from the first stage. I mean, like, yeah, you know that. Just search on YouTube, man, if you know how to dupe cannon. If you don't know, look, if you don't know how to dupe cannons, you just search on YouTube how to dupe cannons for a tank and make them invisible before. Okay, remember, if you're duping like cannons, before you come back, make sure that the duped cannons are invisible before you put them on the, before you put it on the tank, and make sure that the tank is, that is like very heavy so that it doesn't like bounce around, because that those are chunky cannons. Okay, anyway, since that you did this pain, I just want to sleep now, bro. Like, what? Like, just please. You just need to do cannons here. Or you can just make it the easy way. Because this is not even that many blocks. I mean, yeah, I pressed so many now. It's been a pain. You just, like, need to, like, make this invisible. Like, after you, like, dupe all of the cannons here. Like, all the spam cannons, probably. You can just, you know, make everything invisible, and then like invisible the whole body of the tank. Oh my god, this tank is like super chunky. Oh man, I just feel like that it's okay to quit now. I don't even know if anybody hears me. I've been talking quiet because of the pain I'm having. Anyway, guys, this is the important part. If you fail this, I'm disappointed at you. Anyway, now you need to place a block. Oh, sorry that they said that. It's because I'm so stressed from what I'm doing right now. Set your scale to 1. Up there. You know, needed a wheel. I get this goosebumps every time. That it's a pain to do. And I just feel like that it's okay to quit. Okay guys, you know, needed gold. Place it on the bottom there. Just do that. There guys, now as you can see, this thing can now spin. Pretty epic, right? Nah, I think nobody cares anymore. I'm getting stressed from what I'm doing, man. Okay, before you quit and cry like me as well, you need to put a block. Remember, you need to put a block on each side. Make sure that it's a bit long. Oh my god, no way. Did I actually ignore this part? Oh, look, I did that pretty now. What? Oh, look at this person. Where is his body? Oh, no way. Did he actually come to the stage and walk here? Anyway, what's up? I gotta do this part. Just gonna, you know, fix this part because it's way too long and I'm irritated because I'm gonna redo it again. Oh my god, that was a pain in the hassle to do. Anyway, now we needed to... Oh yeah, a bunch of my friends came over. All of them are the same pro as me. Wait, I forgot they're better. Needed to... That... I'll do it again if you say what. Okay, then I won't say what, because this guy, while I was pausing the vid, it literally almost blew up my device and my thing, but my device is already crying. Let's see my battery. Oh my god. Lag battle. Oh no. Okay, just stop their lag spike battle anyway. Since I finally shortened this pain, I can now finally peacefully add a thing there. Oh, come on. Someone's gonna do a lag bomb anyway. We need to place a block there. Anyway, that is almost done. I need to do it quick. Okay, now you need the wheel. Look, I know I'm cheating, but who cares anymore? This guy's going to do a lag bomb. Anyway, no need to play. Oh, wait. I don't care anymore. You can just copy whenever you want. Oh, yeah. I just saw a vid of somebody actually making Godzilla. Man, he has a lot of patience. Okay, now you have a... Oh, wait. I didn't know that the server's already lagging. Yep. Everything froze. I need to wait before... Hope it didn't crash. Oh, wait, I checked. It was so laggy that the green team turned into gray-red team, I guess. Ha ha, it's breaking. I'm going to change servers. I rejoined servers and eaten, and it's now been 30 minutes and now I'm playing the video again. See, look at my face. It's now better. Look, let's see our FPS, guys. See, it's now very high because I just rejoined servers. Now, guys, we now needed to load in the tank because yeah, those people crashed the server. I mean, they're very good people. I'm not saying that they're bad or anything. Good thing that I'm a little more motivated now because I ate. That's why I need to eat, guys. If you don't eat, you die. Making sure that everything is measured right. Oh yeah, I also needed to double check if you're like right on the like tracks because the tracks are always the confusing ones. They may look easy to do, but they're really not. That's why I made a mistake there. So now, guys, you know, currently needed a wheel because the reason why I'm doing this is again I wanted this to make it as quick as possible, but it's already been 45 minutes, so yeah. This is now a tank with a wheel. Okay, so in order to like dupe a cannon, well, you don't need to dupe if you like a good amount of cannons. Like 20 is already good, 10 is already good. If you have like 10 cannons, you can just like spam click it on the tank or like put the tanks in you and then go to the waterfall over. Hold on, let me turn on my graphics. As you can see on the side over there where the rocks are, you can see a waterfall. Go there. Don't launch. Go there and like make the tank invisible. I mean, make your cans invisible. Just press select all and make it invisible, and then load the tank again and go back, and then you can just place those invisible cans over there. It's really easy. So now, guys, since that you now have this, you now need to do this. It's now really important. This is for mobile compatible players because I've been in mobile for quite a while now. And yeah, the reason why I did this, like this part, this like big gap here, it's so that I could add a seat there. Yeah, that's the only reason why I put it there. But before I add the seat, I needed to add a I need to add like something like that. Now I need to set your scale to 0. Just make sure that it's a really flat surface. There, guys. Now there's a platform underneath to place your control seat. Need to make it so that it match the color. Hold on, let me just copy paste it there. Okay guys, now this is where you add the seat. You just search seat. You place it on the middle. Okay, now you needed to do the controls. Oh yeah, tomorrow I'll make a video, or probably now I'll make a video from how to use the wrench tool in mobile. There. Now I added all of these four wheels that are driving the tank into this seat, and only made this wheel to control this seat. Okay guys, after that you now need to save, load, and remember, you need to set your wheel torque to middle, and now you need to set the wheel speed here into number 2 there. And now you need to make this collision no, cause 0, remove transparency 100, put every single mechanic into that. Yeah. Oh yeah, add collision on these blocks because they are the ones that can stop the tank and make it realistic. If you remove that, your flip, boy. Now you now needed. Oh yeah, only remove the shadow on the wheels. If you remove the collision, basically your tank won't drive. I mean, yeah, that's what a wheel is. It drives. Anyway, guys, hold on. And after that, after finishing those, you can now remove the poles here, and now you will have your very own tank. But guys, before you leave, please keep watching. Now you can just unanchor it. You can. Oh wait, guys. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Don't. It's not finished yet. Remove collision here and here, and that's where you can save now and load your boat. And now this is where you unanchor. Okay, now guys, this is a. Why can't I move it? What? Oh yeah, I forgot. But before we let that thing move, as you can see, the wheels for the tank work. Even though this is a pretty heavy build, I'm really happy that the wheels work. But now we needed to make this work. I think I could just back it up a little. There. Now after that, you now needed to load. And now needed to unanchor. And now I think that the... What? I mean... What is the problem? Oh wait, I know what the problem is. Okay guys, don't leave. Don't leave yet. Delete this part, like that and that. Okay, now you needed to add the wood there, and now you needed to set your scale to that. Now you need the wheel there. Make sure you remove this part. Now you need the gold. Okay, now I think that's the mechanism. Make sure you set the wheel to that, and then set your wheel speed to 2. Okay, now you need to remove collision on these mechanic, easy mechanic. Load an anchor. Okay guys, see, now it's a working tank. Whee! Whee! Well guys, in order to fix that problem, set your scale to 2, up that by 1, do the same thing on here. Okay guys, now you have your very own working tank. Okay, this is my tank. It's way more little, meaning it's lightweight. It's a lightweight tank for combat. You can just comment if you want my mechanics. Okay, as you can see, it has a working like thing over here. Also, I added a camera. See, it is working. Now it also has on the back here a working seat, and it also has lights. And if you unanchor it, I basically spread out the lights. The reason why it's like this is because the cannons are so heavy that I needed to add multiple motors, turning ones. I needed turning motors, and I needed yeah, it's a compact build for PvP. And this is the tutorial build. It's very heavy, so that it can have more durability and can have a big menace like type of what I'm talking about. But since that it doesn't have dupe cannons, that's why it's very lightweight. But if you add those a lot of cannons, it will be like very heavy. And guys, that's the whole video. Hope you enjoyed. It's almost an hour. Who wants to make a giant boat or mech? Yes, but I'm already made one. So guys, hope you enjoyed the build, and hope that you can like it and subscribe, because that took a while. And this is that stolen content I made. All of those content are original. This is my new avatar. Yeah. Okay, bye bye guys.